time for a new era. We're 6 months into 2025, bro, and I told myself that this year is going to be different. I've gotten way more confident. I can speak on camera clearly. I've been posting consistently on Instagram. So fuck it, man. Like, YouTube's the next thing, bro. My name's Sadiq Moussa, bro. I'm a personal trainer. We're in my gym. This is NRG, Manchester. This is where I work. So this is where I train my clients. This is where I train myself, bro. This is where I record my content. And this is where I'm going to build my brand, bro. This is where I'm going to build my thing. This is where I'm going to build my business, bro. This is where I'm going to build my future. This is going to be my first proper YouTube video. This will be more of an introduction into who I am, bro, what I've been doing, what my mission is, how I got started with my training, and how I got to where I am now and where I plan to be in the future, bro. Let's start this at the beginning. I first got into fitness through doing Muay Thai. So when I was a kid, I was a scrapper, bro. When I was a kid, like, I'd get into fights in school, get into fights like on the streets, bro. Like, I wasn't in no gangs or nothing, but just like school fights, like kid scraps, you get me? I must have been like 9, 10. And then my uncle was doing Muay Thai at a youth club, bro. It was a free youth club, bro. These men were doing Muay Thai sessions for free. So my dad was like, yo, if this kid's fighting so much, like, put him in there, bro, get him some discipline in it. So my dad's put me in Muay Thai. I've gone to the Muay Thai classes now. I like fighting, bro. I enjoy fighting. So, bro, doing these classes was like the best thing to me, bro. Like, I enjoyed learning the techniques, bro. I enjoyed learning how to strike, how to kick, bro, how to grapple. And then during the classes, obviously there's the techniques and the fighting aspect of it. And then there's the sparring, bro. I love sparring, bro. I love fighting, bro. Then there's also the physical training aspects, bro. And that's what really like made me deep something, bro. So I remember the coach was name was Reds, bro. Like, man was like a serious, like, ball fucking. It was like a classic boxing coach. Man used to make us get in a circle and all do push-ups. And in those moments where we were doing push-ups, I like loved the challenge of like pushing myself, because it's like I'm looking around in a circle, all these men are like half-assing the push-ups, bro. Like, waiting till the coach ain't looking at that, and then lagging with the push-ups. But I liked it, bro. I'm like, bro, if I'm doing push-ups and I'm training to fight, the only person I'm cheating is myself by not doing these push-ups properly, bro. So I love the process of doing that. And then obviously that was my main training. So from 10 years old to like 15, 16, I was doing that like on and off. I was always consistent with it, but there would be time periods where I dropped off for a bit. Couple months I'd drop off, and then I'd be back on it for a couple months again. So like that. Then I remember this was like later on, maybe like my 3rd, 4th year being there. New coach came in. When I tell you, okay, so Reds was like classic, like, fighting coach. I was like angry, like, his name's Reds, bro. Like, just picture that. Then next guy, Steve, bro. Steve was like an old black guy, had like the fucking Peaky Blinders cap on, spoke like a gaffer. Man was a classic boxing coach, bro. And then I remember one time, so Steve was my favourite, bro. I liked Steve, bro. When he came in, we'd do pad work together, one-to-one, like, man would hold the pads, like, tell me to do these techniques, bro. Man would tell me how to make my kick sharper, how to pull my jab back faster, everything, bro. So I liked training with Steve. And then one day, bro, Steve was like, yo, this was when I was training for one of my, like, first fights, bro. I only had 2, like, inter-club fights, bro, no decision. I won. But I only had, like, 2 inter-club fights, bro, but there were no decision. And then Steve came in with, like, a pair of, like, push-up handles, bro. And then he was like, yo, Sadiq, I want you to do this for your homework when you're training. Get these handles and do these, bro. My man, like, showed me pike push-ups, bro. So you know what, fuck it, bro. Like, this is my thing, bro, so I'm gonna show you, bro. My man had the handles, pretend I've got handles, yeah. And then showed me, like, the pike push-ups. So, like this, all the way down, all the way back up. I literally remember why he told me to do it. It's because when we was fighting and when we was sparring, my shoulders got tired, so my guard was dropping. So he was saying, yo, if your shoulders are weak, bro, and your shoulders getting tired, start doing these, bro. When you start doing them, your shoulder strength and your shoulder endurance is gonna go up. So I tried it. He gave me the handles. He said, yo, try some. I think I could do like 2, bro, and I dropped. Then when he told me to do it as homework, I was like, say no more, bro. Gave me the handles. I went home with them. Bang them out, bro. Like, he told me to do the homework. The homework was done, bro. I was doing that shit because it's going to make me stronger. It's going to make me better. It's going to make me more competent fighter, bro. So why would I not do it? So he's told me to do this. Yeah. It's alright. Flipping left my mic on the floor. Like, these pipe push-ups are going to make me a better, more competent, stronger person. So why would I not do them? Went home, started doing them. Then next time I come in and I see Steve, Steve's like, all right, let's see if you've done your homework, bro. Gave me the handles. I'm like, say nothing. Grab them handles, bro. Put them on the ground. Man repped them out, bro. I got 10 in a row. And he was like, he actually did that shit. And I was like, yes, bro, I actually did that shit. Because it's my fight, bro. If I don't do it, I'm going to get fucked up. So, did it. And then that was my first introduction, I'd say. Obviously, push-ups is calisthenics, but I'd say that was like my first proper introduction to like calisthenics exercise, because pipe push-ups, like only calisthenics guys do that. Then from there, it was like, right, it's on in it. From there, I was doing training at the kickboxing. After school, I was going to gym with my boy called Sean. That's what it was. Like, that was like my last couple of years of high school, was just going gym, kickboxing. I wasn't even doing gym serious, but I was just like training. I weren't focused on calories, weren't focused on protein. I was just training to train, bro. I was just training just to get stronger. And that's what my messaging is, bro. I don't give a fuck about anything else, bro. Strength, bro. Strength. That's the only thing that matters, bro. So fast forward to 2020, bro. I'm in year 11. Bro, it's 2020, bro. You might know what happened in 2020, bro. The vid, bro. The vid came, bro. COVID-19, lock off, bro. Quarantine, no school, no nothing. Stay at home. Piss off. That's it, bro. Everyone's locked up. So I'm at home now. And me, the type of kid I was, bro, should already know from this shit I've been telling you already. I wasn't on no games, bro. I wasn't on no video games. The only games I played was like story mode games, bro. Like, bro, let me tell you, like, Last of Us, Red Dead, God of War, fucking Hollow Knight, bro. Terraria, yo. If you man know them games, you know the pattern, bro. So they're the type of shit I was playing. But like them, they're all like solo story games, bro. They're the type of shit I was playing. So I wasn't playing no online games, bro. I wasn't on social media. I wasn't chatting to no one. I was just doing my thing, bro. So obviously, by this point, my training senses are already tingling, bro. So I'm at home and I can't go gym no more because all the gyms are shut. So I just started doing push-ups. And then I started seeing things about like this 100 push-up challenge, bro, 100 push-ups a day. So I was like, bro, if I'm gonna be training and I'm at home, I might as well just do 100 push-ups every day. And that was the beginning, bro. That was the beginning of my pursuit of strength, bro. That is when I first really began to like, strength's the only thing that matters to me, bro. Because it's lockdown, bro. There's nothing else to do. So I thought, if I'm going to be here, bro, I might as well use this time to evolve, bro. I might as well use this time to get stronger. And I watched anime and shit, so I was thinking, wow, this is just a time skip. I'll come back strong. So 100 push-ups a day. Then I started watching like Austin Dunham. Austin Dunham was chatting about pull-ups. Then I'm like, okay, pull-ups. Not really done too much of them in kickboxing. They didn't have a pull-up bar. Ordered a pull-up bar. Thing comes to my house, 100 pull-ups a day. And now this is where it gets serious, bro. So let me go in a bit more depth with 100 push-ups, bro. I was 16, bro. I was 16 and I decided I'm gonna do 100 push-ups every single day. Like, I don't even remember too much from this phase of time, bro, because it was a blur, bro, because I literally didn't do anything else, bro. I was training, watching anime, eating, sleeping, that's it. Like, when I first started, I was doing like sets of 10, maybe sets of 15 when it comes to the push-ups. Then obviously I'm aiming for 100, so I'd do 15, 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 1, 1 till I hit 100, bro. But that was the process, bro. I went to failure every day, bro. 1 till I hit 100, bro. And that's how it needed to be for me to get stronger, because every single time I'm doing that, well, I'm pushing the boundaries, I'm pushing the levels. And then I did that with push-ups. And then, like I said, I started watching Austin Dunham. Austin Dunham's like a big calisthenics YouTuber, bro. He was like the guy who put me onto actual calisthenics, bro. I was actually like, okay, this is a thing now. So bodyweight training. So then I ordered the pull-up bar, bro. Once I got the pull-up bar, I was like, bro, 100 push-ups worked. 100 pull-ups, that's next, innit? So same thing, bro. Maybe do 8 pull-ups at first. 8, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1 till I hit 100, bro. And I'd do it. I'd spend hours doing it, bro. Hours until I couldn't do any more. Bro. And it's like, to me, that shit was normal. To me, chasing strength is the only thing that made sense to do with that time. And not only was I doing that, obviously I was training physically, but then my brother was more on I'd say me and my brother are like opposites, bro. Like, we're very similar, but I'd say we're opposites. So he's more mental, I'm more physical. So he was looking more into things on the spiritual side, and we'd like balance each other out with those two opposite perspectives. So when I'm training the physical, he's training the mental, bro. So he was looking in researching history, researching spirituality, researching knowledge, and he started putting me onto shit, bro. So we both started meditating, both started researching, both started reading. And then during those times where I was training my body, training my mind, training my spirit, bro, because I started reading, started meditating. I was reading books, bro. I was journaling, bro. I was doing everything. All of these self-improvement things, I was doing them from I was 16, bro. I've got books from I was 16, bro, filled out, bro. Listing out my ideas, listing out my goals, listing out my mission, listing out my path, bro. Listing out the concepts I learned, bro. Everything, bro. I've got books still there, bro, from almost 16, bro, and it's mad because I can go back and read them and it's like that information's still super valid. So yeah, that was like that. When things started opening back up, I started working. So I started working for a company called Tough C. That's a youth sports coaching company. So we're usually doing that at a leisure centre. This is now a while after I've been training. I don't know the exact time frame, but it's been a while since I've started training and started doing my pull-ups. So now we go to a leisure centre and I see that they've got like a straight bar, like the ones behind me, bro, they've got a straight bar. So at home, when I'm doing my pull-ups, it's on one of them stupid door pull-up bars in it, so I can't try any skills or anything else, I'll bust my neck. But these man had a straight bar, bro. So when I seen the straight bar, I remember Austin Dunn talking about muscle-ups. I'm like, yo, let me give this muscle-up a try, bro. Let me give it a try. Let me see if I've got it in me. Bro, I tried the muscle-up, and I swear to God, bro, my first time ever doing it, I got 3 in a row. I got 3 in a row, my first time ever attempting a muscle-up, bro. And that's because, and this is a different thing, bro. I'll make another video about this, but the muscle-up isn't a skill, bro. The muscle-up is strength, bro. The muscle-up is a full range of motion pull-up. So when you get strong enough at pull-ups, the muscle-up's the next step, the next natural step, bro. You wouldn't have to, if you're strong enough, you won't have to try to get a muscle-up. It will just come. Because that's how it came for me. So if you are struggling, trying to get a muscle-up, you've not done enough pull-ups. Rep out your pull-ups and master the pull-up, and then the muscle-up will come naturally. That's my belief on it. But again, aside from that, once I got the muscle-up, it's like, right, it's on in it. Like, calisthenics is what I want to do, because I'm thinking from the perspective of a fighter too. I don't want to be big. I don't want to be moving weights. I don't want to be doing all that. I want to be functional. I want to be effective. I want to be quick. I want to be sharp, bro. I want to be able to get in and out. I want to be able to master my body, bro. I'm trying to be the best physically, bro. So calisthenics is the route towards that. Calisthenics is the route to free my body, bro, and free my mind, because with calisthenics, you also have to master your mind, bro, because it's balance, bro, it's control, it's discipline, because you're having to hang there or hold a position, and you got to go through the pain, bro, and endure it, and endure it, and endure it, bro. When you're doing these high reps, bro, it's pain tolerance, bro. When you're doing 3 sets of 10, bro, it's not pain tolerance. You're doing 3 sets and 10, and then you're resting. Oh, yeah, sweet now. When you're doing calisthenics, bro, when you're doing as many push-ups as you can, bro, until you can't, until you drop, bro. Or you're doing as many pull-ups as you can until you can't anymore, bro. You get a different type of strength, bro. You get a different type of discipline. You get a different type of endurance. You get a different type of strength, bro. And that's why everyone respects calisthenics, bro, because it's not something you can just achieve by moving weights a couple times a week, bro. This is something you have to dedicate yourself to. These skills don't come out of thin air, bro. They come from practice, they come from time, they come from work. So, how long are we on? 16 minutes. 16 minutes is decent still. 16 minutes is decent, bro, so I'm flowing. Alright. So, yeah, so got my muscle up. Got my high reps, bro, so my physique is looking the part now. My physique's looking the part now. But this is like, yeah, this is 2021 now. So 2021, I decided to go plant-based, bro, because I was on this spiritual shit, like I'm saying, bro. I was with my brother, bro. We both had dreads, bro. I had some fucking copper in my hair and that. I was on it, bro. Plant-based, meditating daily, bro. Reading. I was on that shit. And I still am, but like now I'm at a high level, bro. Like you don't have to look the part to be practicing certain things, bro. A lot of the time it's ego making you do certain things, bro. I won't even say it was ego, bro. I still fuck with that shit, bro. But it is ego a lot of the time when people are overly selling something, bro. But that's the type of man I was for a time. Let's fast forward to now, because at the time all I was doing was that same shit. I started doing weighted calisthenics, so I started doing weighted dips, weighted pull-ups. I wasn't really focused on skills, bro. Like I was saying, my attention was just focused on pure strength, so I didn't even consider doing skills like that. Obviously the muscle up I acquired, but after that it was just reps, weights, getting stronger. And then I started making content, bro. I think it was like 2022 when I started making content, and that's when I was like, I knew that content would be my route, but I had loads of insecurities. I had loads of like mental barriers and mental blocks towards doing it, and I didn't really know why, but it was just because I hadn't done enough reps, bro. And that's what I'm realizing now, bro. Everything just comes down to doing reps, bro. If it's talking to girls, bro. If it's talking to people. If it's going out and finding prospects on the gym floor, bro. If it's posting content. If it's talking to camera, bro. It's just reps. The more you practice something, the better you will get at it. So with me speaking to camera, first time ever trying to do that shit, I was already, like I said, I didn't chat to no one, bro. I trained, went home. that was it. Or I trained at home, so I didn't leave, but I was just doing my thing in it. So I wasn't really the most social person. Although I was capable of speaking to people, I preferred my own company, but I was a lone wolf. But I was also smart enough to understand that being a lone wolf isn't gonna work in this world, bro. Like, you need to be able to interact with people. You need to be able to build connections. You need to be able to lead, bro. So I had to learn to post content. Had to learn to get out of my comfort zone. I had to learn to talk to people. And I did that through different things, bro. I went for a lot of job interviews. I'd forced myself to talk to people. I forced myself to post content. And this is over a long period of time, bro. I'd force myself to record. I'd speak to the camera, feel shit about it, not post it. Or I'd post it and like throw my phone away. Like stupid shit, bro. But those were the reps I needed to get to the point where I am now, where I can speak in a gym, bro, and record a video. Like, these were the things I needed to do to build on the person I needed to be, bro. During that time, I was posting the content, but it was literally like once every 2 weeks, bro. Like random, or a couple in a week and then not again for a month. Like super inconsistent, bro. Saw like no growth, bro. That was 2022 when I started. I only hit 1,000 followers on TikTok a couple of weeks ago, bro. So literally, like, I didn't get 1,000 followers on TikTok, and that shit's easy as fuck. So, like, literally inconsistent. I was inconsistent, and the inconsistency wasn't only with the TikTok, bro. Inconsistency spreads through everything, bro. The way you do. Bedros Keuilian says this, bro. My man says, I don't know if he came up with this, but he says it, and that's where I know it from. Bedros Keuilian says, how you do anything is how you do everything, bro. If I'm inconsistent with one thing, there's going to be inconsistencies throughout the rest of my work, and that showed, bro. After I got out of that first initial phase of training and meditation and the work, bro, I struggled to get back into like that same drive and discipline and grit that I had for that first period, bro. I wasn't waking up consistently at this early, bro. I wasn't going to bed on time. I wasn't meditating all the time. I wasn't reading all the time. I wasn't training all the time, bro. Honestly, I wasn't training all the time. But I had to learn to do those things again, bro. I had to relearn those skills. I also knew that the way I do anything is how I do everything, bro. So I also knew that I just had to force myself to do everything the right way, so that once I'm doing everything the right way, I'm doing anything the right way. You get me? So, and that's a process that's taken me all from then till now, because I ain't perfect, but I'm getting better because I'm forcing myself to. You're not going to get better magically. You're going to get better by forcing yourself to do the right shit. So let me get back on topic though. So yeah, started posting content inconsistently. Knew that fitness was kind of my route. I wanted to make content. Then I was in college, bro. Did my courses in college, was some bullshit courses, IT, geography and sports science. I wanted to do biology originally and work with animals, but my maths grade weren't high enough, so I couldn't do that shit. So I picked sports science so I can still get some biology. Geography so I can get some like nature. And then IT just because my dad was telling me to do IT and I didn't fuck with IT or geography. Sports science was decent because I'm learning about the human body, and it's like, if I understand my body, I can use it to make my training better and I can use it to make myself stronger. Still wasn't thinking about PT or anything like that at this point. Then I dropped out of that college because I wasn't rating the other two courses. Changed college, went to Manchester Openshaw. Then I started doing electrical installation, so I did 2 years of electrical installation, passed that. But during those 2 years, I really decided in my mind, I'm not being an electrician, bro. Because this ain't for me, bro. I'm not doing this. I enjoyed the process of electrical installation because I consider myself a scientist. I like science, I like knowledge, bro. I enjoyed the process of learning about electricals and how they work. But I'm not doing that for work, bro. I'm not doing something I enjoy for work, bro. I'm not doing electrical installation as a job. Fuck that, bro. Nothing against any electricians, bro, but that's not for me. I was working with my dad for a bit, but I was like, I'm not trying to do that either, because I didn't really like the role that my dad was doing in his business or the position it would have had for me. I want to live my life according to my desires, bro, so I didn't want to get forced into anything. So he tried to tell me to do the electrical installation, weren't fucking with that. Tried to get me to work for him, weren't fucking with that. Although, like, I don't mind, nah, I gotta live my life on my own accord. Then it was just like, right, I finished college, so let's just get some work going. Started working at like a carpet warehouse, started working at Mackey's, bro. Man was like flipping burgers and that, bro, doing up Big Mac and that, bro. But during that time, when I started working at Mackey's, this is now the first year after leaving college, so I'm now 19, bro. Working at Mackey's, but I was also studying for a PT course. So the sports coaching job that I mentioned earlier, my boss Mike, rest in peace, bro, like, he put me onto a PT course, bro. He told me that there's PT courses available, and at this point, I've been training for a couple of years now, so I'm thinking, if I love training so much, and I love learning about training because I did the sports science, then I might as well get paid to train people, because that way I can learn about the human body, learn about other people, build their social skills that I need, make money, and still be training. That was obviously the best route for me, bro, and it makes the most sense because now I work in the gym. I'm here at the gym that I work at, making content about training, making content telling my story about training. Like, it all worked out perfectly, bro. Now I can spread all the knowledge I've learned over the 6 years I've been training, bro. Fucking 10 years if you count from kickboxing, or the mindset and discipline shit that I built up and the experience I built up from fighting and training and meditating and fasting and going vegan and doing plant-based and all of these different things that I've done. Now I can teach that knowledge, bro, share it with people, bro. So PTing, perfect route for me. So now I'm living my life according to my path, bro, my nature, my reality, bro. So yeah, so fast forward to now, bro. Did the PT course, passed the PT course October 2023, went to Africa in January, came back at the beginning of February, then I turned 20, and literally like the day before my birthday, I had an interview here at NRG, bro. Since then I've been a personal trainer. Since then I've been learning the game, bro. I've been learning how to work with people, work through their problems, help them with their fitness, bro, help them get to their goals, and then like build. I've literally just been learning, bro. And then since I actually became a personal trainer, then it's like, okay, rah, this content shit, this isn't just content to post, this is marketing, bro, this is advertising, this is building a brand, bro, this is building something bigger. So I decided to lock in with it, bro. And this, over the course of the last year, bro, I went from being shook to speak on camera to now recording in a gym, bro, where there's people walking by, bro, people seeing me with the camera, people seeing me with the mics, people see me fuck up my lines and shit, bro. And it's like massive growth for me, bro. Personally, I'm very happy with the growth I've had, and now it's like I can actually give this content my full attention because I'm not worried about actually making the content. Now it's just do it and get it out and then build. So I'm excited to see where this goes. This was just like a quick introduction into who I am, bro, and what I'm about. And like, I need to stop saying like, bro. That's one of the things I need to work on. I need to be able to be more fluent and be more shit, I need to get better at talking, but that will come with time. That's what I'm saying, bro. This is about my growth. This is about working with different people. This is about helping everyone build, bro. So like, I'm just gonna keep putting out all the content that I can on the things that I know will help people in the positions that I was in, and also just some of the philosophies and concepts that I've developed over my many years of training, bro. I've always been told I'm very mature, and I believe that I have a lot of knowledge that is quite out there and quite unique, bro. So I'm excited to share that and see how the world perceives it, bro. Yeah, man, I think I'll wrap this up there, bro. Like, this will be my first YouTube video. And like, again, I want you, man, to know who I am. My name is Sadiq Moussa, bro. I'm a personal trainer, online fitness coach, founder of BeyondStrength Training. And if you're looking to get to work, bro, if you're looking to lock in, if you're looking to master your mind, master your body, master your spirit, and become more than you ever have been before, or tap into that potential that you know you've got trapped within you deep down, then subscribe and follow me at Sadiq Moussa on TikTok, Sadiq Moussa on Instagram, and stay tuned for more, bro. Peace.